So today's video is saying abundance grows from the seeds of every thank you. Now, myself, because I've had a group of guides who keep on about gratitude and how this helps to grow the abundance in your life, it all makes sense. So let's see what they want to say to you about this. So many of you believe that gratitude is very hard to do, but it is very simple to begin. So, as when you plant a seed, you have to make sure that everything for that seed is right, that the soil is right, that you have the right pot for that seed, and that you make sure that you water that seed constantly. Now, with gratitude, all you have to keep doing is saying thank you for what you are receiving. And in a way, this is the watering of what you have put into seed. So if you want to have more joy in your life, every time you have a little bit of joy, say thank you. Thank you for that wonderful, joyful occasion. Thank you for that wonderful, joyful email. Thank you for that wonderful, joyful meme that my friend sent me. All these little things help to build up your joy. And so the same happens with any form of positive abundance you want in your life. Positive abundance is something, again, that people misunderstand, because anything in your life that you want more of is positive abundance. So, as always, in order for the seed to grow, you have to make sure that the ground that you're placing that seed in is fertile. So again, that's where the thank you comes from. The more thank yous, the more fertile the soil, the more that the universe will send to you. So every day, instead of grumbling and saying, oh, this isn't very much that I'm having, boom, straight away, the lid comes down and your abundant flow stops. Whereas if you turn around and go, oh, thank you for that free cup of coffee. Thank you for that discount on my shopping. Thank you for providing me with the information that got me to where I need to go a lot quicker. Thank you for making sure that I have enough money to pay for X, Y, and Z, because that's the start of the flow. We all want to be in a great flow, even when, as our being started off when it was incarnated, is this flow of I want, I want. Our egos take over, and that is why, as we work through our energy, as we work into our energy, as we become our energy, we have to look at what are we actually saying to ourselves. So, as I say, if you say to yourself that I want, it is saying to the universe that I am just saying something randomly, that you can decide whether I should have it or not. Whereas if you talk about things that you've already got, then the universe can go, ah, they've got that and they want more of it, so we'll send it more. And again, it can work the same with the negative. If you keep saying, I haven't got much, I haven't, the universe only hears, this is what I have, and I'm talking about it. So because you're talking about it, the universe will send you more. It's the old thing that many of you hear, where energy goes, energy flows. So whereas other people say where your thought goes, we must say where your energy goes, because your energy can come through not just in thought, but in action and reaction, and even the way that you appear to be doing things. So let us give you an example. If you are making a meal for yourself and you are grumbling about making that meal, then that energy is not going to be a very nice energy in your meal. This is your food. This is the food that goes into your body. This is the energy that is going to replenish you, is going to revive you, that is going to make you a more energized person. And you are grumbling about creating something that is going to do that. And so when you eat it, it tastes distasteful, it tastes bland, no matter how much you have spiced it, because the overriding energy is, oh, I've had to make myself something to eat. Whereas if you put in the energy of, oh, I'm really enjoying this, oh, I fancy something different tonight, I fancy doing something different tonight, I fancy being this, that, and the other tonight, all that wonderful, experimental, joyous energy goes into your food. And that joy, when you eat it, goes into yourself. So already, can you see how your joyous energy is already changing yourself to being joyous? You are sending out joy into the very thing you are making, and that thing that you are then eating is returning the joy to you. So you are creating a cycle. And so the same thing happens with the universe when you ask for something. You ask for a certain thing. But if you haven't got the right energy behind it, when it comes back to you, it is not going to be as pleasant as what you were hoping for. So you must put your loving, joyous energy into not just what you are requesting, but also what you have also got. So it is a little bit of juggling that you have to do. You want to have a better place to live, but the universe says, for what you are doing, you have got what you need. So you must start to be thankful for that place that you are living in. Thank you for this wonderful home that I have. Thank you for these wonderful things that I have. Thank you for having me to redecorate my home. Now, you may not have redecorated your home, but you have put out that energy of thank you for giving me the inspiration to redecorate my home. And then that energy is being sent out into the universe of, oh, they've been redecorating their home. So let's send them something to help with that. So you are sending out joyous energy in a way that pulls more of what your intention is into you. If you are thankful for writing certain things, you have to move it in a certain way so that I am joyful when I write, so that the more you write, the more that joy comes back to you, so that you have that cycle of joy. And this is the thing that many people forget with gratitude, is that if you do not send out the joy, you cannot receive the joy, because the universe, as we've said before, reflects back your emotions. So we would also advise, do not make any big decisions while you are emotional. If it is something that you need help with, then we would say that helps the divine and the universe to help you. But if you are angry when you ask for something because you feel you are not being helped, you are not getting what everybody else is getting, then the universe will just go, yes, that is true. And you will just remain in the same energy. Whereas if you say to the universe and the divine, I am so thankful that you have allowed me to learn this lesson. and that I am joyful for learning this lesson, that it changes, it shifts, so that it says to the universe, oh, they've learnt their lesson and they want to move on to the next one. And so that old lesson is let go and the new lesson flows in. So again, being thankful for things. You want to change your job, so be thankful for the job that you're in. Be thankful for what it has provided. Be thankful for all the little expeditions, all the little connections it has allowed you to have. And we also say that even if you have been connected to people that have not brought you joy, you see those as lessons. So you're sending out that lesson of thank you to the universe and the divine. You are saying, thank you for this lesson. It has taught me a wonderful thing. And so you are saying to them, thank you for the lesson. But always make sure that as you say, thank you for the lesson, it has taught me a wonderful thing, I would like to move on now. So, whichever way you word it, you say this lesson is over, but you say thank you for that lesson, so that your energy is freed from a cycle and it moves on. So many of you may have got yourself into a cycle of this is never going to get any better. This is always going to be the way it is. We ask you to pull back, take a breath, and see what the lesson is that you are repeating. And say, thank you for showing me this lesson over and over, because now I understand what it is you were trying to teach me. And thank you for that lesson. I have now understood. I would like to move on. And then see what happens. We know we have repeated ourselves, but sometimes people need to hear the thing over and over before it gets into their energy and into their mind. But gratitude and the seeds of gratitude, remember, if you wish a plant to grow, you have to have the right ingredients to make that plant grow. So it is the same with gratitude. You must send out that proper, positive, supportive energy of what it is that you are grateful for, so that more comes back, and that helps your gratitude grow as a plant in the right soil and in beautiful sunshine does. We hope that has helped. Bye for now. So, we have to remember to say the right words and send out the right energy so we can have back what we want. Because if we're in the wrong energy, all that happens is it grinds to a halt. And this is the thing, you have to listen, you have to understand, and you have to see what the lesson is teaching you, because all that will happen is you'll do the same thing over and over. So get the lesson, say thank you, and ask to move on. Bye for now.